So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I took away from our discussions yesterday and the number of great speakers that we had. Number one, a lot of discussion about standards, not just contributing to standards, but actually implementing, moving forward and implementing the standards so that we build up a body of knowledge and a history of implementations that we can all learn from, leverage, and move forward as we implement automation technologies, SDN and NFV. Secondly, simplification, simplifying. Taking some of the complexity, not just out of the technology, but some of the more interesting comments that I found were taking some of the complexity out of the work processes. It doesn't do you a whole heck of a lot of good if you can spin up a virtual machine in seconds, but the work order takes 2 weeks to get through the organization. So that is actually a process that we find a lot of vendors helping their operator customers with, not just the implementation of the technology, but the streamlining of the whole internal operational processes. This goes back to how your RFPs are actually written. And it's one of those situations where you don't know what you don't know. We have found a lot of help coming from the vendors in working with their customers, both on the enterprise and the carrier side, in assisting them in some of the work that has to be done before this technology is implemented. One of the topics that I did not see a lot of discussion about yesterday is the accuracy of the data that you're basing a lot of your automation processes on. There was discussion of key performance indicators. There was discussion of the fact that as we look to automate process, some of the tools that are available to us can actually assist in discovering what the normal operation of that application is. If you do not have a KPI that you're totally secure about, totally sure of, some of these tools are going to say, on Mondays at 5 p.m., this is in general how this application performs. However, if you are not feeding accurate information, if you're not also taking data regarding how that application is performing at the end of the month, in the middle of the week, on a holiday. And it doesn't, we're talking any type of application, be it video downloads, be it a business enterprise application. If your data that is feeding into your operation, your automation processes is not accurate, you're going to end up with a hair-raising mess as you try to implement automation and as you move towards a virtual environment. One of the things we're trying to convince our operators to do is to let go of control of the network, to allow the network to adapt automatically. They are not going to do that, nor should they, if it does not react in a manner that actually supports the applications that they're trying to run, whether they be targeted at the residential services or the commercial services. What else did we talk about? The fact that we do need to simplify our processes so they look more like IKEA, less like BGP. And those are some of the, and the fact that this is going to be an iterative process, that we're not going to flip over automatically all of our internal processes and our network overall into an automated system, that we are looking for a more gradual, evolutionary, iterative process where we can fine-tune, update, upgrade, sandbox applications as we're getting ready to deploy them, and move in a logical and iterative, virtuous circle.